Thank you, Jason. Please welcome your 2021 ADP valedictorian, Amanda Chernisky.
Thank you for the introduction. Whew. Good afternoon, fellow graduates, President Hopkins, Dr. Johnson, deans, esteemed faculty, family, and friends. First, let me begin with my incredibly long list of thank yous. Thank you to my husband, Ryan, for encouraging and supporting me through this entire process. Thank you to my 4 amazing children who have put up with me for the last 4 years. I love you. Thank you to all my family, friends, and coworkers. Thank you to my counselor, Nicole, and my professors who were always there to answer my ridiculous questions because I was overthinking each assignment. I'd also like to thank the Backstreet Boys for providing me with study music and a concert to look forward to. And by the way, if I mess up this speech causing it to go viral, somebody please tag them. Most of all, thank you to my classmates for your hard work, support, and encouragement. At first, when I got the email telling me I was valedictorian, I waited a while for the follow-up email telling me they made a mistake. Once I realized it was true, I panicked because the thought of making a speech made me want to vomit. Then I felt proud, but still kind of wanted to throw up. And I am here today with much effort put forth to not pass out on the floor and take pride in this incredible accomplishment. Vincent van Gogh once said, "If you hear a voice within you say you cannot paint, then by all means paint, and that voice will be silenced." This quote is incredibly relevant to my college experience and my life in general because it describes my struggles and growth. My personal experiences with anxiety gave me a fear of social settings, which is why I love the opportunity of taking online classes at post-university. I managed to make it 4 whole years without having to be in a physical classroom. And now I am the valedictorian speaking in front of so many people, so how is that for irony? Since finding out I would be making a commencement speech, I've done a lot of reflecting, and as I stand here in this incredibly surreal moment, I am excited to share my experiences with you all. The last few years have been marked by so many emotional moments. These stressful moments, like the entire 8 weeks of stats. The happy moments, like when stats was over. And the proud moments, like when I actually passed stats. And looking back at this experience, I'm sad that I won't write any more discussion replies that start with, "I really like your post, and I totally agree with you." I am so going to miss having to write my introduction post for each class that's literally the same thing over and over again. I often wondered if it counted as academic dishonesty for copying my own work, so I almost wanted to go back in and add some random hobbies that I've never done just to sound more normal. And since it didn't feel right to share that my favorite hobby is actually sleep, or that I'm a nerd who loves to play World of Warcraft and old school Mario, and clearly have a near stalker-like obsession with the Backstreet Boys, I just stuck to the defaults like taking long walks or reading. And what I'm really going to miss are the notifications that there was an error logging into Blackboard. Or, "We cannot download this book right now, please contact your professor." And let's not forget the sheer panic of the accidentally deleted discussion posts where one may or may not have swore at the laptop like it's the computer's fault it wasn't saved into a Word doc. I'm guessing I'm not the only one who did that. But most of all, I'm going to miss the Facebook posts about refunds. And then everyone getting mad at them for asking a question. And then people getting mad at those people for yelling at people for asking a question. But aside from these fun happenings, what I will actually miss is the continued opportunity for personal growth amongst my peers here at Post. I was not a good student in high school. I didn't care, and though I managed to graduate, it was such a difficult time for me. Much has changed as I got older, and I became ready to take my education more seriously. I never thought I could begin college in my 30s, especially now being a mom of 4. I never considered myself a person that learning came easy to, which made me question my intelligence. Just ask my family, who witnessed the ridiculous things I do on a daily basis. And the fact that I still use the kids' cards when I play Trivial Pursuit. But it was through these years that I realized being intelligent is not about what you know. It's about how you figure things out. It's about your success and failures, growing maturity, and how hard you work. I went from being voted class hall wanderer, it's a real thing, to being valedictorian. And the point here is that there's always an opportunity to learn, grow, and reinvent yourself. And I know my fellow classmates can relate, because one of the first things I did when I began to write this speech was to browse the post-university student lounge page to understand the experiences and struggles of my peers. And the most prominent words that spoke to me while reading were doubt, fear, and anxiety. So many of you have dealt with self-doubt and doubt from others. Maybe you had the fear of failing or just wanted to give up. Maybe you had to juggle the stress of working full-time, going through financial hardships, or taking care of your families, all while dealing with the effects of this pandemic and attempting to further your education in an online setting, which can be difficult enough. But the most important thing is that we did not fail. We worked hard and are moving along to our own individual paths to what success means to us. And what I noticed about my fellow graduates is the support you give to one another. I reached out to complete strangers asking for advice, words of wisdom, or anything that could get me through this speech because I was so nervous. And it was incredible to read your comments. And it was that moment I knew I could do this, because this honor is not just about me. I truly feel that this moment is about all of us who did this together. And we accomplished more than we ever thought we could. And I want you to look around at this very moment and take a second to let that sink in. Take a mental picture so the next time you doubt yourself or your mind tries to convince you that you can't, think back at this very moment, because I'm telling you, you absolutely can. We all had our personal reasons for beginning this journey and persevering through it. And in the culmination of my academic journey, I can finally stand here and say I am proud of myself. And as I look around at all of my fellow graduates, I encourage you to be proud of what you have accomplished and be excited for what's to come. And just know that every time you doubt yourself, it will be more rewarding when you succeed. So whatever your path has in store for you, I truly wish you all the best. So, in the words of Van Gogh, keep painting that picture and silence your fears, because each and every one of you sitting here right now are living proof that we can do anything. We have this beautiful day, that hard-earned degree, and the love and support of our family, friends, peers, and faculty to prove it. Congratulations, classes of 2020 and 2021. We made it. Thank you. Thank you.
Oh my gosh, those were incredible. Thank you, Amanda. And can we please have another round of applause for all 4 of our amazing valedictorians?